listen up. Fans are absolutely furious right now. The WNBA just pulled a wild move. They're giving us the exact same referee crew from that totally disastrous Lynx Mercury game. And guess what? That crew is going to officiate the Las Vegas Aces Indiana Fever semifinals. Yeah, you heard that right. These are the same refs who suspended Cheryl Reeve, and now they're in charge of Caitlin Clark's toughest playoff game yet. Honestly, people are calling this playing corruption. So what's your take? Did the league intentionally pick these refs to try and sway the game's outcome? Look, what we saw from the officiating staff that day was straight-up malpractice. How could leadership even think those three refs deserved a spot in the postseason? I mean, a failing grade? I can maybe accept that, but we definitely shouldn't have to deal with more from them. Even people who were there acknowledged that some calls just weren't made or totally missed. Personally, I didn't think it was that bad in the moment. But here's the thing. The WNBA has completely lost the plot now. Let's really look at this whole mess. They're assigning the same crew. Isaac Barnett, Randy Richardson, and Jana, the ones who totally messed up that Minnesota game, to the Fever Aces semifinal. That's not just crazy. It's beyond tone deaf. It's a huge slap in the face to all the fans who are already ripping the league for how inept they've been. Let's quickly rewind and talk about what really went down during that Lynx Mercury game. Cheryl Reeve didn't just lose it for no reason, right? She literally watched Alyssa Thomas just beat up Nafessa Collier. I mean, the calls were totally inconsistent. There was zero protection, absolutely no whistles. Collier was in so much pain, she limped right off the court. And those referees, they just acted like nothing was wrong. But here's the kicker. When Reeve dared to ask for some accountability, she got suspended. She got fined. She got booed. Her assistant got fined too. The entire coaching staff faced discipline for just pointing out the obvious truth. The officiating was a complete mess. Now Cheryl Reeve is actually able to talk about all of this on SportsCenter. Now, let's fast forward to right now. Even with Caitlin Clark missing a bunch of games this season due to injuries, the Fever somehow made it to the playoffs. And you know what happened then? The Clark effect just exploded. Every single Fever game pulled in insane ratings. Arenas were totally packed. Suddenly players like Mitchell, Boston, and Clark pretty much single-handedly brought the WNBA back into the spotlight. So how does the league decide to recognize and reward all that incredible momentum by giving them the exact same referees who have already disgraced the entire sport? Fans aren't dumb. They can see the pattern. These specific referees already have a reputation for being super erratic, super petulant, and just flat-out careless. And now they're in charge of Clark's biggest game, on the biggest stage. Seriously, guys, that's not just questionable. It's totally careless. So Collier limped away injured right in the referees. They just walked off scot-free after Cheryl Reeve blew up. But get this, now the same referees are expected to manage Clark, Boston, and Mitchell as they go up against Audra Wilson, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray. This isn't just bad. It's blatant malpractice. We all saw Lexi Hall getting elbowed and shoved the entire game. Fans even have the receipts. Scott Agnes reported it clearly. It's the same team. Jana Randy Richardson and Isaac Barnett running the Fever ACE's semifinal. No accountability. No changes. Basically, the league just said, yeah, we know you hated them, but we don't care. And that's just wild, honestly. Let's talk about the league's misconduct here. Go back to that Lynx Mercury games numbers. Minnesota actually lost even with a 10 rebound advantage and going 13 for 21 from the free throw line. Why? Because every time Phoenix played physically, the refs just ignored it. Alyssa Thomas could have easily gotten a dozen foul calls, but she did. That's why people are calling this corruption. If you wanted to tilt the game in Vegas's favor, this is exactly how you do it. You put in refs who have already shown they'll overlook obvious issues.